The death toll from the tornadoes that tore through Oklahoma last week is rising. Officials now say 10 people died and more are missing. 3 of the victims are storm chasers who track these violent storms for a living. Edward Lawrence is in Oklahoma.
A church group in Oklahoma traded its Sunday service for community service to help find precious items blown away in the latest round of tornadoes.
We can worship God anywhere. You know, we love to go to church. We love to have services there, but today we're having it here.
They searched a field about a half a mile from the destroyed home of one of their members. Friday's twister in El Reno ripped apart the house and scattered years of memories. What is that?
We found Angela's wedding veil. We're out just trying to gather pictures and any kind of personal items that we can find out in these fields for them.
5 tornadoes touched down around Oklahoma City Friday, destroying homes and businesses. For the second week in a row, Oklahoma Governor Mary Fallin was out surveying the damage around her state.
The spirit of Oklahoma is still alive and well, and we'll recover and we'll get back on our feet.
While people are still assessing the damage in El Reno, Governor Fallin says emergency crews are out searching the hardest hit areas, looking for several people still missing. We're starting to learn about those killed during Friday's storms, including veteran storm chaser Tim Samaras. He and his son Paul and partner Carl Young died tracking the El Reno twister.
That's all that's left of this tornado.
Samaras has documented violent weather for National Geographic. He was well respected for his efforts to better understand storms and to help warn people about their dangers. His brother said Samaras and his team died doing what they loved best, chasing storms. Edward Lawrence for CBS News, El Reno, Oklahoma.
Meanwhile, 2 members of the Oregon Humane Society are back home after a wild ordeal in Oklahoma. They want to help deal with all the pets who ran off or were scattered in last week's tornadoes. Jordan Buck and Jennifer Barta say they thought their trip would be spent in the trenches, but their real job turned out to be much more clerical, helping log all the donations that poured in from around the country.
They had, I believe, 1,800 donations entered in their online system since they opened in 2005, and they had over 10,000 come in the first 6 days.
That's a good problem to have, but after a week of helping, things took a frightening turn. Friday's tornadoes forced them to evacuate the airport just minutes before getting on a plane.
And as she was saying, "We're now ready to board," she got cut off, the alarms went off, and the entire population in the airport had to go down to their basement.
Barta says they spent 2.5 hours in that basement shelter.